What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Slashacast. My name is Riley. That is Nick. Now, last week we did a ranking Friday the 13th the game Jason's. You know what? Some pretty aggressive responses. Okay, I get it. Part 2 is better than what we said. We messed up on one of his stats. Either way, I still hate him. It doesn't matter.
True.
I'm not good with him. I'm sorry. That's all that is. It's a personal opinion, which means I need to really fucking clarify this. Because if you thought there was some variation in Jason's, there's a lot of variations in terms of counselors, and it all comes down to how you play.
Right. And, maybe we should start by saying which is our favorite counselors to play. Just as a start, and then see where we rank them.
Yeah. So, if I'm just playing, the counselor I play the most is Shelly. So, and some people are like, "What, Shelly?" No, that's who I like to play as.
Yeah, and my favorite is Choppa. I have specific perks that make Choppa an absolute powerhouse.
Yeah.
For any situation.
Yeah, so, it's all about how you like to play, and that's all that matters. Okay, so this is all just an opinion. And I would love to hear yours in the comments below, so let us know as we go through this. But we're going to start with number 14. By the way, we're not including Tommy. I think that was obvious.
Yeah.
Obviously, Tommy is 10 out of 10 everything, so of course he's the best. That's who you'd want to play as. But
he's not a counselor.
He's a hero.
True.
But there are 14 counselors. And starting at number 14, we have Jenny. Jenny is your Chris. She's your Chris Higgins, She's a classic final girl, but her strengths come down to simply composure, luck, and stealth, with weaknesses being repair, strength, and speed.
Yeah, she doesn't work well in a team environment.
Yeah.
She can sneak off by herself and do pretty well, but when it comes to contributing to the team, saving people, repairing, that's her weakness.
And, any counselor you can manage to do good with if you throw the right perks on. That's totally fair. But with Jenny, having composure can be extremely beneficial for the first couple of times you get grabbed by Jason.
Right.
But once he has rage, you're kind of screwed. Luck is nice if you're trying to start a car or find certain things, or perhaps if you don't want a weapon to break, if you want to have better weapon durability. But in terms of now, especially, this is really important that as we're making this list, that what we are addressing is the current patch of the game, which is Jason being unstunnable in rage.
Right. The day that this was uploaded will be the same patch as the day that we recorded this. So
exactly,
keep that in mind.
So so Jason cannot be stunned in rage, and that's kind of how we're addressing some of these things as well. She was better before then.
Yeah,
but now she doesn't have any strength, really. She has a very weak strength, and not having speed and average stamina, that can be tough. If you can't repair, run, and run a long distance, those are kind of the three things you want to really work with.
Especially post-rage.
It is nice, though, having stealth. If in a rage situation, you'll be a little bit harder to sense. And that could be beneficial if you play smart.
Yeah, and Jenny's can be more of a campy type character where you hide under a bed the entire match.
Right. What you could do, so be it. You could do that.
Yeah.
Same with all your stealth characters. You could do that, but that's not fun.
Yeah.
But it all comes down to your playstyle, like we said.
Well, like you said, it comes down to your playstyle. If you think that winning is fun and hiding the entire game and going and eating a sandwich while not timing out is fun, so be it. That's not my idea of fun, but it could be yours.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat floats mine.
Yeah.
Number 13 on our list is Victoria, one of the newer, well, quote-unquote newer, most recent counselors, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Victoria's strengths are luck, stealth, and stamina, with weaknesses being strength, composure, repair, and speed.
Yeah.
That should already sum it up right there. There's 4 weaknesses.
Yeah, I believe that weaknesses we determined were under 5. Anything either I think it's 5 and under. 5 and under, I believe, is a weakness, and she has 4 of those.
Yeah. Usually it's under 5, depending on certain counselors that don't have many strengths.
Right.
Depends how you put it.
Right.
But yeah, Victoria is your Chad of the game, your female Chad, really, and your only blonde character. So if you like to be a blonde female, there you go, 'cause she's your only true blonde female.
Yeah.
But yeah, having, again, luck, it's nice having the stamina. Mm-hmm. I agree with that, but again, you can't repair shit. You don't have much composure, so you'll be seen right away, so you have to be able to get away, and not having much speed to do so can make that tricky.
Right, or strength to fight back, or repair to help the team. You can't help the team by defending people repairing very well. You can't repair yourself. What can you do?
Yeah, basically people like these characters like Victoria and Shads are, play safe, get away, and wait for someone else to do the work for you and then hop in the car.
I mean, they're the douchebag characters, and those are how they're meant to be played, kind of. That's just how it worked out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty intentional. Their stats are pretty intentional.
Right. No more, we don't see as many battle chads anymore post-Rage update.
Thank God.
Yeah, that was so annoying.
All right, number 12 on our list is Mitch, with strengths being composure, repair, and stealth, and weaknesses being strength, speed, and luck.
Yeah, these next couple were definitely harder to do because they sort of play the same.
Yeah, they're very similar, which we'll dive into here in a second. But Mitch, it is nice having the repair, but it's kind of like all his things are like he just doesn't have much to work with. Again, you don't have any luck, so in terms of fighting back, you got one hit, and a lot of times your item will break. But even so, you don't have much strength, so getting a stun will be risky, and not much speed, which is always a tricky thing to deal with.
Right, Mitch players should not be alone. If you start a game and you're all by yourself in an area and Jason comes to you, your chances are sort of slim. Unless something happens. Mitch players are just meant to be in that team environment and help repair. And you can kind of help fight back. You can be a little bit of a distraction, but you're not going to fight Jason as Mitch.
Yeah, but thank God he has that stoner composure. That's what I try to tell everybody. I told everybody he was going to have composure.
Yeah.
It's how it should be.
Makes sense.
All right, number 11 on our list is Shelly. It hurts to put him so low because I love playing as him. And, Larry's a good guy, all right? But Shelly, not Larry's. Larry's got a lot more strengths, okay? Shelly's strengths are stealth, strength, and composure, with weaknesses being speed, luck, and stamina. And the speed, luck, and stamina, the reason we put him above Mitch is because I feel like speed and stamina are the easiest weaknesses to fix with perks. You can throw on things like Marathon and cover that up pretty quickly. And with Shelly, you throw on some Tinker and you're kind of good to go.
Yeah.
You have an average repair at 5 out of 10. So, I mean, you could kind of work with him. Still has decent strength, still has decent composure, and, a decent stealth considering.
Yeah, and, Shelly players don't have to be in the team. They can, sort of go on their own and hold themselves a little bit. The luck is the only problem when fighting Jason.
Yeah, basically, anytime I run Shelly, I like to just grab a wrench.
Yeah.
Use the wrenches because they take the longest to break, and you have enough strength to fight off Jason for a while.
Yeah, you can get a stun in, obviously, pre-rage.
Yeah, and if you're running Sucker Punch and things like that, and then if you are running Marathon, I feel like any of these characters you should be running Marathon on. And yeah, it's not a bad gig.
Yeah.
Next on our list at number 10. Choppa, right there in the thick boy family with Shelly. Choppa with strengths, repair, stealth, and weaknesses being stamina, speed, and strength. This was tough because Choppa, yes, he does lack stamina and speed, but again, you can cover that up with some decent perks. But that 10 out of 10 repair or 9 out of 10 repair,
right? You have somebody defending you that has, you have somebody defending you with some strength and some luck, and you can get your car parts in against Jason because they can definitely get a stun in, and you can do some work. Yeah, you put a Tinker on. You don't need to put a Tinker on Choppa.
No,
he has 10 out of 10 repair. It doesn't really help. All it does is slow down the wheel a little bit, but you only have 2 or 3. Mini games, checkpoents, whatever they're called. Whatever they're called. Skill checks. Yes. Like I said, love Choppa, love Shelly, but they're lower tier, unfortunately. But like we said, this is without perks. I have 3 legendary perks: stamina, speed, and heavy hitter.
Yeah, exactly. And Sucker Punch.
I can throw on Sucker Punch. I can throw on other stuff like that, and I can be dominant. You put the Choppa the Giant clothing pack on, and he's the number 1 counselor in the game.
Right. Yeah. Totally different character.
Yeah, exactly.
At number 9 on our list is Kenny. Nothing really to say much about Kenny. Just average all around, and that can be really beneficial in terms of how you play. Sitting at 5 at literally everything. Kenny can be boosted in any category to be a strong counselor.
Right. You put on whatever perks you put on decides your play style right there.
Yeah.
Because he's got 5 everything. You can put on your Tinkers, you can put on your Marathons, your heavy hitters, your Sucker Punches, and that determines how you're going to play as Kenny. And, he's all right. He's 5 out of 5 on everything.
Yeah, you could do some work with him, do some damage.
It's been a while. I remember I used to play Kenny a lot. I played Deborah and Kenny at the start of the game a lot. And Kenny did work at 5s with all 5s.
Yeah, you run the sexy cop outfit.
Yeah, the pink cop outfit.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
and yeah, he He's mid-tier. He's the start of the mid-tier, I would say. Counselors.
Yeah. All right, next on our list, Phox. Phox, pretty much for the same reasons as Kenny. Phox is like perfectly average.
Yeah.
A little bit less in some categories, a little bit more. She has composure, repair, and strength a little bit higher, and her weaknesses are luck, speed, and stealth. But again, they're like very like little, like 4 out of 10s, and then like 6 out of 10s, and some 7s. Like
she's definitely average, and again, perks will help you decide how you want to play her very well. And she can wear the sweater above Kenny, so that's sort of where the differentiation comes in.
Yeah, you have just one more way to fight back.
Yeah,
which is nice. All right, next on our list, can't believe we made it this high, but Chad. Who would have thought? Chad, that ridiculous luck, speed, and stealth, and then weaknesses being composure, repair, and strength. The luck is key. Luck at 10 out of 10 can... if you want to start a car, and you have, especially if perks for starting the car faster, and throw them on Chad, it could be insane. Like, you could really... Especially if you're being a dick and just letting everyone else do the work.
Well,
just get in that car and scoop and score.
This game, it's a team-based game.
Right.
So if you communicate very well and you have Chad have the keys and say, yo, Choppa, I'll, defend you with somebody else, helping get the car together. I can start the car. I got 10 out of 10 luck. Like, that sort of works out, and I can understand it's not really being a dick that bad.
Yeah, and then having speed and stealth, you can pretty much run Jason for quite a while, or stay out of Jason's way for quite a while, both of which can be extremely beneficial.
Yeah.
And Chad's not a bad guy to work with.
Yeah.
Pisses me off sometimes, but he's not a bad guy to work with. Next on our list is Bugsy, with, of course, having that strength, speed, and stamina, which is insane. And then, but that lack of repair and stealth and luck. He's pretty much your run-of-the-mill troll type of character where you want to just go beat up on Jason. And before the patch, he would have been ranked higher on this list for sure because you could fight back and beat down Jason like crazy. But now he's only really effective pre-rage.
Right. Before the rage update where Jason is no longer able to be stunned after rage, before that update, Bugsies could run Jason the entire game. And then, of course, if you got caught, then you'd end up being Tommy, and then game over. You just do the same thing, troll. But Bugsy, he still has some merit to him before rage kicks in. And I mean, how he's meant to be played is he's meant to be a defender, and he's also meant to, get those car parts to the car, to the boat.
Yeah, and he does that very well.
Yeah.
But like repair, he's got a 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
So he ain't going to be fixing anything.
Right.
But he'll get it there for you, and he'll defend you while you do it, and that's nice.
Yeah.
Also, he's got cool Lettermans, and I appreciate that.
Yes.
Our next on our list is actually Tiffany. And I never, if you'd asked me several months ago, I would have never put Tiffany this high. But like seeing it, I mean, stamina, stealth, and speed is her strengths, with weaknesses being strength, repair, and composure. The stamina and the stealth and the speed. Having stamina and stealth like that, and she has 10 out of 10 stamina, ridiculous stamina, and can go and go and go and just keep running you, and then you have stealth, so you're hard to sense in the first place. Throw some freaking like night owl type perks in her, so she's hard to see and doesn't get scared of dark. Ridiculous. She can be insanely beneficial for just staying away, keeping your distance.
Yeah, she definitely has low strength, but she can still be a defender because, Jason's going to get annoyed with you and going to want to go after you, and that speed and stamina is just a killer.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Like, she could be so annoying and tough to get that Jason can literally waste 5 minutes on her, no problem.
Easy.
So, yeah, Tiffany can be extremely beneficial, especially in a squad.
Yeah.
Next on the list, this is where things kind of got these two tricky. All right, we could have flipped these around.
Yeah.
But we have Deborah next on the list. Mainly, that repair and stealth is insane. She also has good composure, and then she does lack in stamina and strength and luck, but she's more average in those categories rather than Bugsy, or not Bugsy, excuse me, than Choppa. She's more average in those categories and can still kind of make it work.
Yes.
But again, having that really ridiculous repair and stealth, you could pretty much get everything fixed before Jason can even realize where you are.
Right. You can run Deborah in a team environment, or you can sort of go solo, go rogue for a little bit, get some work done, get some objectives done. Deborah is definitely, the start of the high tier counselors on our list.
Yeah, for sure. I used to only run Deborah for a long time.
I ran Deborah a lot at launch as well.
Yeah, she's got cool sweaters.
Yeah, very true.
You can pretty much get a Velma look out of her.
Yes,
and I respect that. That's enough to me. Sometimes aesthetics has to be key. All right. That should change our voting around some.
Exactly. That's why Choppa the Giant's number 1.
Yeah, it's a whole different character. Next on our list at number 3, Vanessa. I know this one might be the most controversial one, but like Vanessa, yes, she can't repair for shit. She's not very stealthy because of how fast she moves, and she doesn't have great composure. But she still has the speed. She still has the stamina, but she still has luck too. Mm-hmm. So at the same time, while being able to run around, she can get shit. She can find shit and like get in things and start things quickly.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then also you want to go the trolley route. Sure, you're going for the sweater, going for the Jason kill. Vanessa's probably your best bet.
Yeah, usually. I mean, you will be seen because of your lack of stealth if you're moving so quickly,
right.
You know? But like since you can move so quickly, throw on some marathon onto her, and you can just go in, grab it, get out of there, and you're good.
Yeah.
I think Vanessa is, and I think that's why we ranked her so high, is that she kind of is, the queen bee in terms of killing Jason.
For sure. Yeah. For sure.
But next on our list at number 2, Adam. Some people don't have Adam very high, which I think is amazing because Adam, like strength, repair, and composure, with weaknesses being stealth, luck, and speed. Adam is like. He's like your Phox, but better.
Yeah, the luck is a little low, but you can still defend people very well, or you could be the repair guy. I mean, he's meant to be sort of that, car mechanic.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw Single Player Challenge 1. Most of you did.
Yeah.
At least Single Player Challenge 1. He's the car guy, so obviously he's got repair, and he's cool. He's got composure.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's a tough guy.
Yeah.
All right, he's a tough guy who doesn't, isn't scared of much. He repairs cars like a badass.
Yeah.
And he fights back and saves his friends, who he won't say that they're his friends because he's too cool for that.
Right.
But he'll still save them anyway.
Yeah, Adam is definitely high. And yeah, a lot of lists and a lot of rankings we've seen has had him as a mid-tier, almost low tier, like low of the mid-tier.
I think in my experience of playing as Jason, a good Adam, there's nothing more annoying because you could seriously just, especially pre-patch, but you could really just beat the shit out of Jason and fix things. That's so annoying when you get your ass whooped and you see him fix things. It's annoying.
Right, you have that strength and the composure, but also you have just average stamina. Like that's key in defending situations.
Yeah, for sure. All right, at number 1. You know who it had to be? It's AJ.
Yeah.
AJ is just champ. AJ has strengths of stealth, repair, and composure. Weaknesses being luck, strength, speed, and stamina. She has 4 weaknesses. I hear you. Okay? But they're not super, though. They're not 1s and 2s, okay? Well, some are. But, like, ridiculous stealth. Really, really hard to sense. 10 out of 10 stealth. Very hard to see in the dark. And if you stay low with her, it's going to be tough to be sensed, especially if you're running the right perks. Then, while not being stealth like that, or while not being seen like that from Jason and sensed by him, you can fix things because she has good repair too. Then on top of that, having the composure, if you are grabbed, it's easier to break out. Your fear meter won't go up as fast, and AJ can just be super dominant for escaping.
There's also something that is just, some of you might laugh when you say it, but like she has a dark clothing. All her clothes are darker, so she can be harder to just see in the woods somewhere.
Well, yeah, especially if you have like the Halloween clothing pack and you're running like the skeleton suit,
right? And it's raining on the map. Like you're kind of hard to see sometimes.
Yeah. Being hard to sense and being hard to physically see. I mean, it's pretty beneficial.
Right, and again, she has 4 weaknesses, but one of those is not a 1 or a 2. It's
exactly.
It's just a 5 or a 4.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem. And yeah, AJ just in any situation, Jason killing situations as well. AJ can sneak in, get that sweater. Mask comes off, give the mask to AJ. You can head into that shack completely undetected.
You could, yeah, exactly. And you could expand even further with her if you wanted to, and run things like Night Owl and really be hard to sense. When I run AJ, I like to run thick-skinned, Marathon, and Sucker Punch. You cover up that strength issue and you cover up that speed and stamina issue a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, specifically stamina, and you could be an all around pretty dominant counselor.
Right. You're with somebody else. I mean, even 2 AJs would be really tough to handle.
Yeah, I think Adam and AJ are like the perfect noob characters. I know Kenny should be, but I seriously think AJ and Adam fit that new character style more because you want to play safer. You're kind of avoiding Jason more. And I think they fit that more because you could fix shit and keep your distance.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. There are hot. I mean, 1 and 2, they get shit done.
Right. I think a new player like running someone like Vanessa, I think there's just like there's a little bit of a learning curve. Yeah, you can just run and run, but if you run out of stamina, you're done. What are you gonna do now? And you simply use that too much. I think you play different with Ab and AJ, and I think they're deserving of top 2. But let us know your thoughts. Like, what is your list? What are your top 14 counselors? What order do you put them in? And Chad better not be anybody number 1. If Chad's number 1 on any list, I'm done.
Especially not leopard print Chad.
Yeah, that's not okay. We don't do that here. Actually, no, I like leopard print Chad. That's my favorite Chad. If you're going to run Chad, if you're not running the leopard print, or if you're not running, I almost said kangaroo Jack. Kung Fu Fighter Jack.
Kung Fu Fighter.
Kangaroo Jack. Kangaroo Jack Chad. Where's it at? Future DLC. All right, that's our today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And, of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see you next time.